Hello, NinBuzz. Welcome back to Community Choice. I am your host, Shadow of Resho Gaming. I'm here today to bring you the top 5 results of last week's question, which was, what was your favorite Animal Crossing game? So let's just go ahead and jump right into the results. Coming in at number 5 with only 4% of the votes, but you'll see why in a little bit. So coming in at number 5, we have Animal Crossing Wild World. Now, I personally never played Wild World. It's the only Animal Crossing game I didn't actually play. Essentially, it's the same as the first game, except it is the first game to implement the rounded world. I wouldn't know exactly what to call it, but it actually looks like you're going around the world a little bit when you travel around your town. Of course, you still have your normal Animal Crossing stuff, but it's on the go, so that's a really fun experience. It's the first Animal Crossing game that was portable, and for its time, it was really well done. The graphics weren't exactly up to par with any of the other games in the series, but that's okay. It was for the original DS, so it's a little bit understandable. So let's just go ahead and move on to the number 4 spot, the newest game in the series. We have Happy Home Designer at 9% of the votes. I was honestly expecting this game to get number 5, but you know, I was pleasantly surprised. This game, for what it is pretty fun. It's not your typical Animal Crossing game, and I wouldn't call it exactly a spin-off game. It's kind of more of a nice mix of the two. In Happy Home Designer, you don't actually have your own town and you don't have your own house, and it's not really what Animal Crossing normally is. Instead, you are working for Tom Nook and the Happy Home Academy, which you don't usually get to see, so it's actually really nice to see what the operation actually looks like. And the main point of the game is to make people happy by building them houses and decorating their rooms. So if you enjoy that aspect of Animal Crossing and building your house and making it the coolest possible thing it can be, this game is definitely for you. There's a whole lot of new stuff that's not in any of the other games, like you have lighting fixtures that you can change, and you can actually change the sounds that go on in the rooms. And I can't wait to see what they do with it in a new Animal Crossing game. Implementing all of those different features in an actual game would be really awesome. But moving on to an actual game, let's go ahead and go to number 3. Coming in at 14% of the votes, we have Animal Crossing City Folk. City Folk is one of the newer Animal Crossing games. It came out on the Wii, and it was a really nice addition. One of the main focuses of City Folk seemed to be online play. You could go to a lot of different people's towns and just explore and have fun. I know I spent a whole lot of time just chatting and having fun with other people that I met online and their towns and just doing random activities, and it was a lot of fun. Of course, though, there is the city, hence City Folk, where you can go buy stuff and shop around, and there's a whole lot of different activities that you can do while you're there, and the community was really great for that game. I don't feel like Animal Crossing New Leaf has the same feel as City Folk did, so I'm kind of hoping if they do another Animal Crossing on a console, it has the same feel as City Folk, because that was probably one of my favorite Animal Crossing games in existence. Now moving on to the number 2 spot. This one was a real shocker for me, because this one flipped-flopped from the original Community Choice that Sam did. So coming in at number 2 with 15% of the votes, just barely beating out City Folk, we have the original Animal Crossing Population Growing. This was the game that started it all, and it's still super awesome to go back to. There's a whole lot to this game that isn't really incorporated into any other Animal Crossing game. I know one thing that I really enjoyed was the junkyard. There was a junkyard that you could go to, and there'd be a lot of random items that people would throw away that you could take. There was also soccer balls and basketballs that were just littered around the town, essentially, and you could kick them around and just throw them all over the place. And it was a cool feature. And there was also some SNES games that you could play. If you got a raffle ticket and won the console, you could play a whole lot of different arcade games for it. And it was a really cool feature that I don't think is implemented in any other Animal Crossing so far. It would be really cool if they actually brought that stuff back, because that's what made the first Animal Crossing really special to me, and obviously a lot of other people too. Although that's really all the original has going for it, everything else has been expounded upon in a whole lot of different ways. So I definitely say if you're looking for an amazing experience, don't pick this one up. This isn't the best Animal Crossing game by far, which I would have to say for number 1 with 55% of the votes. Holy crap, New Leaf. I mean, I expected this one. It wasn't a shocker at all. I just didn't know it was going to win by 55% of the votes. New Leaf is awesome. You're actually the mayor of your own town, which has never been done before. So you can literally decorate and control pretty much your entire town, where a construction project is going to be built, where a bridge is going to be built, where your houses are going to be. It's your town, and that's a really awesome feature. I have poured a whole lot of hours into this game, and it does not disappoint. I still go back to it from time to time just to see how my town is doing and just play around for a little bit. So congratulations, New Leaf. I expected you to win, but still congrats to you. So let's just go ahead and move on to next week's question. Since this game is getting a sequel pretty soon, I'm going to be asking you guys this question. Get ready. Who is your favorite Xenoblade Chronicles character? Now, with this, it doesn't have to be a playable character. It can be any character from the game, as long as they have some sort of relevance to the story. Like, it can't just be some random side character. Like, we need, like, main characters here, people. So go ahead and leave your favorite character down in the comments below. We will cover it next week on the new community choice. But while you're doing that, make sure to like and subscribe this video to support this channel and me. And don't forget, you can also support me by going to my personal channel and watching some of my stuff, you know, just hanging out, having a good time. So make sure you do all of that. Alright guys, until next week, make sure you guys stay beautiful, and I will see you in the next one.